Good evening, everyone, and welcome to all the consultants in Hope Dealers Nation. Welcome to guests who've gotten on to just learn more about Arbonne. My name is Dina Kretzer. I am an independent consultant and national vice president with Arbonne, and I am so honored tonight to have my friend Emily Harradon with us, also an independent consultant and national vice president in Arbonne. Emily has been with our incredible company since 2005. And as you will be able to tell, absolutely loves being an ambassador for our brand and for our business. We were doing a little geography before we started recording that Emily and her husband live in Portland, Maine. And Emily has a corporate background in media and broadcasting. It then left the corporate world in 2014 to pursue her Arbonne business full-time and has truly found her purpose and passion in leading and mentoring others. And I had the privilege of meeting Emily in 2019 at a VP leadership retreat, and I knew instantly this is someone I wanted to have in my life. And just, we're far away, but we were developing just such a wonderful friendship. Can't wait to see each other again. And she articulates so well what we have been given in Arbonne, what we have to offer in Arbonne, in our company, in our products, and a business opportunity like no other. Y'all hear from me all the time, so I'm going to stop and turn this over to Emily. Thank you again, my friend.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Dina. I'm just honored and I'm so excited, and I just love you. I love, like, this business, you guys, is so much fun because you just get to meet the most incredible people that you would probably never have met otherwise. And it's just been such a pleasure getting to know you and getting to work with you in this capacity. So just, I'm honored and I'm thrilled to be able to share my story tonight. And I'm really going to try to be super respectful of your time, everyone, because time is really, the only commodity that once it's gone, we don't get it back, right? And so I'm just so grateful to have this opportunity. I'm going to try to be, super respectful of the time that everyone has given to set aside to learn a little bit more tonight. So whether you're watching live or the recording, I appreciate you so much for taking time. And I'm just thrilled to be with everybody. So like Dina said, my name is Emily Harradon, and I'm an independent consultant and national vice president with Arbonne. And so since we'll be talking a little bit about the Arbonne brand and the Arbonne business tonight, I just want to say right out of the gate that the national vice president level is achieved by less than 1% of the total consultant base in Arbonne. But for more information about what's typical and the average earnings at each level, each management level in Arbonne as you move up the ladder, you can go, we really invite you to go to earnings.arbonne.com to learn more. Again, that's earnings.arbonne.com. And so, but I do want to let you know that just because something isn't probable does not mean it's not possible. And it's 100% up to you whether or not you take this thing and you run with it for all that it's worth. And so I'll just let you know, when I first heard about Arbonne, I didn't think that I would be sitting here right now telling people about this incredible brand and this incredible company. I was just, to be perfectly honest, like Dina said, in 2005, I was going to basically a stranger's living room. I was an invited guest. I was a friend of a friend at an Arbonne presentation, in-home presentation, because that's the predominant way that we built back then. This was before social media and all that. And I certainly wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't looking for an opportunity. I was working, like Dina said, in broadcasting, in the news business. I was working for the NBC affiliate here in Portland, Maine. And, if I'm being really honest, I was there because someone said I would get some free wine. And so I just wanted to have, I was stressed out and I wanted to have a glass of wine with some girlfriends. That's really what I was there for. And it was incredible to me that by the end of that night, I walked out of there knowing that I was meant to be in that room and hearing that information. And so I decided to join that night. And that's not typical. Most of the time, people need a few exposures, but I actually didn't join that night, but I had a really strong feeling that I was going to join. So it actually took me until about 7 years later to join what I now know that Arbonne is. Like, I didn't fully join in my mind. I joined technically as a consultant, but I didn't really realize what I had until about 7 years later. So I like to call it my two Arbonne lives. That's kind of how I put it into perspective for people. And those of you who are nodding your head or you've been in for a while, maybe you've had 2, 3, 4 Arbonne lives. I just want to tell you, it doesn't matter. Your journey is your journey, and that's what's really most important. But back to that night, I was hearing this information that just really struck me at my heart. And that's why I was feeling drawn to this information. And I was learning about the mission of this company, and I was really struck by our clean, green, and cruelty-free ingredient policy. And you guys, this was 15 years ago, 16 years ago now, when there wasn't as much awareness around what is in our personal care products, what's in our health and wellness products. It wasn't as widespread as it is today, but I had been doing my own research because I was interested in holistic approaches to health and well-being, and always really had been. And so I just was so struck by this information, and it was like speaking right to my heart, and was so aligned with some of the lifestyle changes that I had already adopted, and a lot of the outside research and information that I was gathering. It was just like, I knew there was something special about this company. And I was also, really attracted to the idea of being able to enjoy time flexibility while earning an income. And I was learning about these consultants and these people that were, at all the management levels, quite frankly. Like, when I first heard about Arbonne, there were regional vice presidents and national vice presidents who were in my upline, who were doing the and doing the things. And I was like, these people are like, just like me, normal everyday people. And so I was intrigued enough that night to really sit down and take a look. You guys, I'm a journalist by trade. I'm a researcher. I'm all about the facts. Like, I want to get to the heart of the truth. And so I just got clear. I just got really, really clear on what this business is all about and what our compensation plan is all about. And I encourage you to ask questions and have an open dialogue with the person who invited you to watch this presentation, whether it's live or the recording. Even if you're in Arbonne, like maybe you're newer and you're just not really fully sure what this is all about. Maybe you were like me when I first joined, and you just, you thought it was a great idea. You were aligned with something about Arbonne. You maybe don't fully understand it, you guys. And I'll tell you, this business could possibly change the trajectory of your entire life. It really can. And, that's what happened to me. And so that's why I'm so passionate about bringing that information to people. So when I asked, more questions and I got clear, I found out that Arbonne has the highest standards, and we still have those high standards today, you guys, the highest in the industry. We've been committed to those standards since our inception in 1980. This is why we're a true legacy company, 40 years going strong. And I knew that I could offer this incredible brand, and what made us different. I knew that I could speak that, and I could be a voice for that, and I could teach, this opportunity that comes with an unparalleled compensation structure. And the truth is enough, you guys. What we have is amazing. So, but a lot of people just don't understand it. So we want to really get clear on that and take time to figure that out before we say yes or no, because it's the basis of everything that we do, right? So I realized that if other people could do this, I could do this too. And it was really just adopting this simple, straightforward, clear process. And I was offered a method, my upline offered me a system to follow. I know Dina, and I know her heart, and I know what an incredible leader she is. And she's obviously gotten to the MVP level as well. You guys have a system, and you guys have something that you can plug into that will allow you to be mentored by people who have gone before you. And so you're lucky that you're part of this team, because you have those people. So you're being offered something today that's truly powerful. And I just want to say thank you again. Like, if this is your first opportunity, your first chance really hearing about what Arbonne could be, lean into this, because the person who first shared Arbonne with me holds a very, very special place in my heart because of what they did for me. And again, that was 16 years ago, and it completely changed my life. And so my passion is to share with everybody who comes in my path, to let them know that they can have a life and lifestyle that's designed according to their deepest priorities and highest vision for themselves, should they choose to do the work, should they choose to do, you know, what Dina and I have done, and also work really hard. If you have a strong work ethic, if you have a desire for more, if you have a desire to help other people succeed, if you want to have a purpose in helping other people find and develop their purpose, you know, Arbonne could be a great move for you as well. Okay, so a little bit more about why Arbonne is a business and a business opportunity. Okay, so we're a global, entrepreneurial, completely online earnings opportunity created in 1980 by a man named Peter Mork. This man changed my life by creating this company and this business, and his legacy is definitely living on today. He wanted to create cleaner, safer products at an affordable price while also providing a flexible and competitive earnings model. How could he have known 40 years ago, you guys, that we would be needed today more than ever? I mean, he truly was this incredible visionary who saw, you know, what we were going to need. And impact, generations and generations have been impacted by his decision. And from that product standpoint, so again, the clean, green philosophy, we offer exactly what today's discerning consumers are looking for. We offer cutting edge premium products in skincare, nutrition, body care, makeup. Basically, I like to say head to toe, inside out. In fact, we have over 250 products that people use every single day, you know, in categories that people are using every day. And we take an integrative approach that focuses on the entire person. We address mind, body, and skin, and we truly want to help people flourish from the inside out. And our holistic approach is rooted in clinical science. So we have a few pillars that set us apart from the competition. Again, we're very unique. So number one, we're completely vegan. We're a completely vegan company with plant-based ingredients backed by research. Number two, we abide by a very stringent ingredient policy that prohibits over 2,000 questionable ingredients that, quite frankly, a lot of those run rampant in skincare, American formulated products. So again, we just have a super a high standard for what we do and don't allow into our products. And we collaborate with leading experts in integrative medicine and holistic health. So you guys, you just plain and simple, you won't find better products. Like, if you haven't used the products yet, get your hands on the products. And really, we're a product-based company, so we wouldn't be able to be here 40 years later, flourishing and growing, you know, the way that we have been year over year, you know, without these incredible, amazing products. They work, and you know, we're just looking for people who want what we want and want to have the results that we have when we use these products. So it's that word of mouth recommendation. We subject all of our formulations to rigorous testing for safety. We carry a lot of the key certifications that consumers are looking for, including vegan, cruelty-free, non-GMO. We're formulated without gluten, dairy, artificial sweeteners, and some of our products are OU kosher certified and banned substance control group certified. So again, best of the best. And we can't really get into all the products tonight either because we just don't have the time. We're coming up on the end here, but please ask the person who invited you to this if you're not familiar with our incredible 30 Days to Healthy Living flagship nutrition program and reset. You know, it's basically a reset. Find out about that. It's life-changing. And then also our flagship anti-aging skincare line, our Age Well line, which came out this past September, is absolutely phenomenal as well. And we can get you more information on all of what we have based on, you know, customized to you and your needs and what you're looking for from a product standpoint. We have it for everybody. So we're also a company on purpose. Like, we don't just want to be this product company, right? Like, we don't just want to sell products. We want somebody in our company said, we don't just want to be the best company in the world. We want to be the best company for the world. We want to be one of those brands that people seek out and say, I'm doing business with Arbonne because they do the right thing always, all the time. You guys, that's what we are. And at our core are our three pillars, and what we stand on are empowerment, transparency, and sustainability. So we want to be forthcoming with everything that we do. We want to empower people with a competitive business model, and we want to be sustainable. We want to do business so we can be here for the long haul and take care of our planet at the same time. It's Earth Month, you guys. Like, this is why we have a whole month dedicated. It should be all year, obviously, but it's so important to understand what's going on in our environment today. And we are coming up on a year and a half of being B Corp certified. Again, we don't have time to get into that, but if you don't know what that means, it's a really big deal. And consumers are being increasingly discerning with companies that they want to do business with, and being B Corporation is a huge feather in our cap and something that's not an easy designation to get. And we're so, so proud of that. We have a triple bottom line that equally considers people, planet, and profit. Just as another example, we have this is huge to me. We have a partnership with TerraCycle to repurpose hard to recycle waste that can't go through your regular municipality. And so TerraCycle takes waste from hard to recycle packaging and turns it into things like kids sports equipment and playground equipment and things like that, because we endeavor to be a zero waste company by 2030, and we're on track to do that. And more people obviously are realizing, how urgent it is, and we want to be on the leading edge of that turnaround for that environment, and that's for the environment. And that's something for me that has been very important from the get-go with Arbonne, because it's an urgent, desperate situation. So what else? I mean, you guys, I could go on and on. There's so much more I could say about this business and the reasons why I believe it would benefit you to take a really good, hard look at this. But here's really what it comes down to. Excuse me. Life is hard sometimes, right? Like all the time. There's a lot going on in everybody's life, day to day, day in, day out, to build this thing called a life, right? And there's a lot of work that has to be put into it. And the majority of people are working really, really hard, I believe, to create a life they don't even really know that they want. They're just doing it by default. They're just going through the motions. And if that's not you, congratulations, because you are in the minority. I know for me, I was going through the motions and I didn't really know what I want. And it was just like this default that I had fallen into. And for a long time, I didn't know that life could be any different. And so I had no problem putting in the hard work for something like Arbonne. It is work, you guys. I'm not going to lie and say that, you just sign up and the money rolls in. That's crazy. No, you have to do the work. And so, but I knew that this would be worth it. I knew, again, based on how we were different, that this could be something that could lead down this incredible path and create a different, life for me and the people around me. And so, now you're hearing about this. Now you have, whether you realize it or not, you have a gift. You have an opportunity right now that you can go out and share with people and potentially change their lives while you're changing yours. And you don't have to wait. Everybody starts at the same level. Everybody starts at consultant. Dina started at consultant. I started at consultant. You just don't stop. You get in and you do the things and you don't stop. And what most people do is they come in, they do a few things, and then they stop. And I'm asking you to consider not doing that. I'm asking you to consider really getting clear on what this could be for you. And life's gonna go by anyway, you guys. It's gonna happen anyway. And the impact that you could have on other people by realizing that you have this gift, that you have something incredible to share, and that you'll never be more worthy than you are right now to share it. It's like you have everything you need to move forward and share this gift. And so I just want to invite you. I want to invite you to have a conversation with the person who added you to this, and or maybe if you're watching the recording, who sent this to you. That person can get all your questions answered. And if you're newer, and you're sharing this with people, or you're bringing people to hear this information and you don't quite feel confident talking about it yet, that's okay. Bring in your person or your upline area manager or vice president and say, like, let's really partner on this and let's move forward with this. That's why we work as teams. You don't have to know it all when you come in. You come in as part of a team who has a vested interest in your success. And so you have everything you need to make an informed decision about whether or not this would be for you. And I'm just inviting you not to sit on the sidelines and wonder, what if? You don't have to do that. What do you have to lose, Um, and so with that, I just want to say thank you. I do want to remind you one more time to go to earnings.arbonne.com to learn more about the earnings. And Dina, I thank you so much for your time, and I'm just really happy to have been here tonight. So thank you.
Emily, thank you. This is one of the gifts of Arbonne, one of the many gifts. And, if you can't tell, if those of you who are a guest, Emily is not a part of my organization, nor am I a part of hers. She does not benefit from anyone's decision to do Arbonne tonight or anyone. This is just part of the Arbonne culture that we treasure. She's just purely giving this to us and sharing because that's just who she is, and that's just what we do, and we all do that for each other. And I would have so missed out on your friendship and the friendship of really everyone on my team had I not said yes to this almost 15 years ago. I was not looking at the time for a guarantee. Kind of had some of those already if I kept doing what I was doing. I had plenty of guarantees going down that path. So I was not looking for a guarantee. I was looking for possibility. That's all I wanted was possibility, the chance to work, and the chance to get to work at something that would be able to create choices that I would never have otherwise. And it is my passion, as it is Emily's, to just continue to share this. I knew that I could live with the pain of discipline and hard work, but not with the pain of regret of looking back in 5 years or 1 year or 3 months and gone, that could have been a life-changing opportunity. So I encourage you to just think about what you've heard tonight. And again, just reach back out to the person who invited you. You can text them. You could do that old-fashioned thing called dialing the number and actually having a conversation and just let them know, what intrigued you about this, maybe what surprised you about what you heard, and let them know just your thoughts about what you heard tonight. We encourage you to give it some consideration. And Emily, thank you again. We appreciate you, all of us, and we'll let you go. I'm going to turn off the recording. Thank you so much.